Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ, the place to get the fastest, highest quality, most interesting updates and new perspectives on Chinese entertainment. Thanks for watching LVT-SHOWBIZ. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of Chinese celebrities. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
There are moments
We'd
so
love to hear
rare,
from
so
you.
quietly powerful, that they seem to pause the world around us. Moments where everything feels softer, slower, and somehow more real. And today, one of those moments has finally arrived. After months of whispers, endless speculation, and countless late-night discussions among fans, the truth has gently revealed itself. Kai and Tan Songyun have officially confirmed their relationship. Not through chaos, not through pressure, but through a calm, sincere message that felt less like an announcement and more like a heartfelt promise. For those who have followed their journey, this is more than just news. It is the answer to a story that has been unfolding in silence, hidden between glances, shared laughter, and unspoken understanding. And now, that story has found its voice. Or if you have ever believed that something real can grow quietly, even under the brightest lights, then this is a moment you will not want to miss. For a long time, their connection existed in a space that was neither fully visible nor entirely hidden. It lived in the subtle details. The way Kai's expression would soften almost imperceptibly when Tan Songyun spoke. The way she seemed to relax just a little more when he was nearby. These were not grand gestures designed for attention. They were small, fleeting moments that could easily be overlooked, yet for those paying close attention, they carried a quiet significance. Fans began to notice patterns, tiny consistencies that did not feel scripted. A glance held a second longer than expected. A shared smile that felt too natural to be rehearsed. Slowly, these fragments formed something more than coincidence. What made their story even more compelling was the silence that surrounded it. There were no denials, no confirmations, no attempts to steer public opinion in any direction. Instead, there was a steady, almost deliberate quiet. And in that quiet, curiosity grew. People began revisiting past interviews, behind-the-scenes footage and public appearances. Each clip became a piece of a puzzle. Each interaction invited interpretation. Yet, nothing was ever made obvious. It was this delicate balance between presence and restraint that kept audiences deeply engaged. As time passed, the narrative evolved. It was no longer just about whether they were together. It became about understanding the nature of their bond. Observers started to see a kind of emotional rhythm between them, something that felt grounded and genuine. There was a sense of comfort, a mutual respect that extended beyond professional collaboration. In an industry where appearances can often feel carefully curated, their interactions stood out precisely because they did not try too hard. They felt real in a way that is difficult to manufacture. Then came the moments that quietly shifted everything. They were seen together outside of their professional commitments, in settings that felt more personal, more relaxed. Nothing dramatic, nothing designed to attract attention. Just simple instances that suggested a deeper connection. A shared meal, a casual conversation, a sense of ease that cannot easily be staged. Still, even then, there was no rush to explain, no urgency to define. The silence remained, but now it carried a different weight. It felt less like uncertainty and more like intention. And then, at last, came the confirmation. Not with overwhelming spectacle, but with a tone of sincerity that resonated deeply. Their joint statement did not rely on dramatic language or elaborate declarations. Instead, it spoke of time, understanding, and the natural evolution of their relationship. It described how mutual respect gradually became affection, and how that affection, over time, grew into something meaningful and real. It was a message that felt grounded, thoughtful, and, above all, honest. The response was immediate and deeply emotional. Fans who had followed every hint, every quiet moment, found themselves overwhelmed with a sense of fulfillment. It was not just about being right or having their suspicions confirmed. It was about witnessing a story come full circle. Social media filled with messages of support, reflections on past moments, and expressions of genuine happiness. Many revisited old clips, now seeing them through a new lens. What once seemed like subtle coincidences now felt like meaningful chapters in a larger narrative. What sets this story apart is not just the relationship itself, but the way it was shared. In a landscape where personal lives are often revealed through unexpected circumstances, this moment stood out for its intentionality. Kai and Tan Songyun chose the timing, the tone, and the message. They presented their truth in a way that felt respectful, both to themselves and to their audience. This sense of control added a layer of authenticity that resonated strongly with viewers. There is also something quietly inspiring about the way their relationship developed. It did not rely on dramatic twists or public displays. Instead, it grew through consistency, patience, and mutual understanding. It reminds us that meaningful connections often take time, that not everything needs to be immediately defined or explained. In a world that often moves quickly, their story offers a different perspective, one that values depth over speed. For many, this moment goes beyond entertainment. It becomes a reflection of something more personal. It invites viewers to consider the nature of genuine connection, the importance of trust, and the quiet strength found in honesty. It shows that even in highly visible environments, it is still possible to protect something meaningful until the right moment arrives. As the news continues to spread, attention naturally turns to what comes next. Will they appear together more openly? Will their future projects reflect this new chapter? These questions remain unanswered, and perhaps that is part of the appeal. Their story has never been about rushing forward. It has always been about allowing things to unfold naturally. For now, what matters most is this moment, a moment that feels complete in itself, a moment that validates months of quiet observation and emotional investment, a moment that reminds us that sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that are told softly. And as we reflect on everything that has led to this point, there is a simple but meaningful message that lingers. That true connection does not need constant attention to exist. That understanding can grow in silence. And that when the time is right, the truth has a way of revealing itself in the most genuine way possible. If this story has touched you in any way, if it has made you pause, smile, or even reflect on your own experiences, then you are already part of what makes moments like this so special. Thank you for spending your time with us today. If you enjoy heartfelt stories from the world of entertainment, don't forget to subscribe to LVT-SHOWBIZ and stay connected for more journeys like this. Your support allows us to continue bringing you stories that go beyond headlines, stories that explore emotion, connection, and the human side behind the spotlight. Until next time, take care, stay inspired, and remember that sometimes the quietest stories leave the deepest impression.